Simbilim bilim bam bam badam bam, yeah. I got to go. You have to go. I got to go. Unaniumiza sana, ninateseka, nani moyoni mimi nauma. I got to go. Kangende, I let you go. Sitaweza. Nimesubiria sana, utaki change na wana umeshindwa kubadilisha. I got to go. Kanguwe, I let you go. Mkwano unaniumiza sana, ninateseka, nani moyoni mimi nauma. I got to go. Kangende, I let you go. Sitaweza. Nimesubiria sana, utaki change na wana umeshindwa kubadilisha. I got to go. Kanguwe, I let you go. Mkwano nunya. Pete ya rusini na yo kidole. Nilikupenda my baby sorry. Utapata mwengine don't you worry. Watoto tumeza tuna wote yale. Tulipanga mimi na wewe milele. Lakini nini unanichanganya. Maisha wote wawili tulipanga. Shida ni nyingi hatujakosa.
Happy with me talking. Apologies. Sorry for that. Okay. I want to introduce you guys to the representative from the Nigerian embassy. I was telling them, I didn't know they were coming because we sent them an invitation and they never responded back to say yes or no. So I just assumed we were not expecting anybody there from the embassy. So I really apologize for that because we would have at least acknowledged that know that you were coming, would have put it on our promotion as well. So really apologize because I noticed you printed that everything would have been there if we knew they confirmed that they were coming. We'd have had the logo for the embassy to say we're having a representative from the embassy. So thank you guys for coming. We're supposed to start since 7:30. It was between 7 to 11 the program, but people were supposed to arrive from 7 so that we have between 7 and 8 for people to network, chat and talk, you know, get ready, have their drinks. But so this is 8 o'clock, I guess so. So I was saying I'm going to start around 8:30, yeah? Can anybody look at the time for me now, please? 20 past 8. So I'm still within time because we were supposed to spend the first 1 hour because the event is starting 7, between 7 and 8 to get somebody to talk first. But I want to introduce you to this beautiful lady. Now, I think she's upset, and I'll tell her later on the reason why she's upset. I'm going to ignore it, but I'll tell her why she was upset. But anyway, we're here to learn from each other. Now, I'm not perfect, I make mistakes. So, the only way we could enjoy, because that is the purpose of this women's network. Women issues, talk about our issues. We are about coming together as a woman to work together and strengthen ourselves. I so much believe in collaborative, that as an African community, we are very small. Today's Friday, yeah, on Wednesday, they did something similar like this in this place. And we had 200 people here. I think I'm the only African woman there. They're all locals and they're all Irish women. And they have 200 people attend a ladies' night. Our community, we've not so much believed in that. And it's a ticket event, every single person paid. The councillor, everybody that came, support the group because it is about supporting a cause. It was a group, they call them KELLS for KELLS. They organized it and they wanted to raise money to do the work they are doing within the community. They have 200 people. 200 people. So this is why we're doing this. To say to us as the community, we are still very, very small, and our market is still our people that is buying into our markets. So it is important that we support each other and stop doing separate. We do so much separate things in a day, and it's still the same people that we go there. Today now there's another event, this one is going there, and we're still the same, circling all over the same place. So anyway, that is why this is about coming together as women talking. We start small and we grow big. That's all. So you're welcome. Mrs. Alaki, am I right? Yeah. I've been talking to you. I've never seen you. It's really, really embarrassing. I was telling her, where is Mrs. Alaki was supposed to reply, but And she was like, oh, that's this. So good to meet you guys. Anyway, she's going to have an interview. She's going to talk to you guys. But I'm going to ask her to, she's going to prepare you before the camera starts. You're going to see them. She's going to tell you what the question is all about before the video recording starts. So, but we're going to share, we're going to be part of it as well. When you're telling them, this is the questions, this is the way it's going to go. So that you're ready, when you're talking, you have your questions prepared. But before she talks, do you want to say something now? Or do you want to wait for people to start arriving? Yeah. So, but before she does that, I'm going to invite you one by one. But if you've not seen what she has, can we all please go and visit that table? Let us talk to her. She's one of our women here. She's not an African woman, but she's African as well in origin. Those are part of the African that went to South America. So she's going to tell us about herself a little bit. So while he called me and then said he's on his way. So thank you very much.
You want to say something?
No, just thank you very much for organising this evening. Susu's put a lot of effort into this.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah,
Well done. Congratulations.
Thanks, yeah.
To detox their body. That's my main thing. And the reason why I'm motivating people to detox their body is because of the benefit that I have experienced. I'm using the Iaso tea. That is the Iaso tea. And I started with this tea just because I wanted to clean up my system. I clean up my system, and then that makes me to be a distributor. I have a very difficult system, I must say. I normally go to toilet once or twice a week, which is not good for anybody. But since I'm using the Iaso tea, I'm going to toilet twice a day. What does the detox do in your body? We all agree that these days we don't even know what we're eating. I used to tell my children that I just eat rubbish, because back then, when my mom will go to the farm, bring vegetables from the farm, you get another taste in your mouth. It's completely different than what I'm getting now. And that's not because I'm in Europe, but that's because everyone knows trying to grow vegetable within 1 week to make too much money. So detoxing your body is helping you to get rid of those parasites in your body, the chemicals in your body, and also excess fat. And talking about the excess fat, as I'm standing here now, I have to do this constantly since I'm using my Iaso tea. And that was not even the intention. I did not even know that that would happen, but it does happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, detox your body and start from today. My name is Zelda. Come to me with any question. If I don't know one, I will call the head office and find the answer. Thank you. That makes it, like helping people with many different illnesses. I have flyers here. I will give you the flyers. You will see what are the ingredients in it and what it can be done.
Because of the video.
Okay. Okay, so I need to speak in mic. So because there are 9 different ingredients, every one of it has its own job. That makes it actually good for everyone. On this flyer, I have some of the benefits. On the flyer, you will see what it can help you with and what you can use it for. So, if you don't mind, I will give it to you now. My daughter takes it cold. The way it works, this tea, you boil it with, you boil 1 liter of water and add 1 of this pack into the water. Leave it for up to 8 hours, and then you add 2 more liter water to it. What I do, when I do the 1 liter, I leave it like that. I put it in a bottle, and when I'm going to take my tea, I just boil water and add warm water, that hot water, to a little bit of the cold one. That's what I do, because I want to drink it warm. I don't like it cold. But yeah, I can't give you all warm one now too, so I have to give it to you cold. So you can take it cold or hot.
Or the woman that left just now. He was so particular about because most of the groups anyway, most of the organizations, they're mostly led by Nigerians. It's just few of them with let's say if we have 30 organizations here in Ireland, 20 of it is actually led by Nigerians. So it was so much about us coming together as a group, instead of having too many groups. But we're not coming together because everybody wants to be an individual on their own. But what we are doing is that we're collaborating together. And for me as a woman, and my organization is about supporting women, I love to work with other women that have their own organization. So this is a very young, vibrant woman. She just came back from Nigeria, and she's really doing well. So she's going to tell us, within the last 5 minutes, about what she's doing, what she went to do in Nigeria, how she's supporting people, young people. It was all about the Facebook, social media. Every step she's taking, eating, drinking, everything. So we give you 5 minutes to talk. Thank you. Let's give her a round of applause.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Chena. I'm also known as Bressy Wayne. So Bressy Wayne is my popular name. I went to Nigeria for a charity job, and I just decided that there are lots of children there because we believe that the children, the variety group, believe that the children are the future of tomorrow. So I know there's a lot of poor children there in Africa who's looking to show their talent, but there's no way for them. So I went there, but I didn't go to my state. I decided this is a proper charity job. I go for a state I don't even know before. By the grace of God, I met the local chairman in Delta State, Asaba. I speak to the man. I said, I'm coming to do a charity job. He said, how old are you? You're just coming to do a charity job. Do you know where you are coming? And I told my mom, I'm going to do a charity job in a Delta State. He said, are you stupid or what? Why don't you do it in your own state instead of going to another state? I said, that's what God sent me. I'm just going to another state to do charity job. So when I went there, I visited some 7 schools in different. I was not even having money. I was having like €1,000 in my hand, and I said I'm going for a charity job. But when I get there, I didn't even spend my €1,000. I got somebody who sponsored the charity job, and that charity job, I visited some schools, and you can see some people walking. A little child of 9 years old crying in a hot sun, lay a cripple without shoes. So I stopped. I said, what is going on here? Where are you going? I'm coming back from school. So we offer him a wheelchair. I offer her a wheelchair. We provide 3,000 copies and pad. We have some pad bought as well. We supply a lot of schools, something anyway. So it was successful. But roughly what we spent in that charity job was like €5,000. But my money was not even there just because I bring the idea. So now I have a foundation called Bressy Wayne. Bressy Wayne was not my name. I have Bressy Wayne because I was getting bullied. Too much bullied when I was young, even when I came to Ireland. When we have organization, they'll say, oh, she's not educated, she's that, she's this. And at the moment, I said, okay, I'm a winner. And my name is Bressy. So I changed my name to Bressy, and I'm a winner. So I changed it to Bressy Wayne. So now that name is going me. And by the grace of God, I'm going to prove to I'm just starting. I know I'll make it. And I know I'm going forward, and nobody can stop it. And there's a time they said I'm a winch, I collect people's luck. That will not even affect me, because I know my dream. And my dream have not come yet, but it's close to it. You know, thank you very much. So my variety group is a talent show from 7 to 17 years. So it's coming soon in June. So registration is not taking place. Last year we got 50 children in the organization and about 250 people in the hall. And thank God that the winner of the variety show is here today. Thank you. So we are expecting you to bring children and support us.
We should have a question for her. Do we have?
Good evening. My question is, tell me, what really inspired you just to start saying, you know what, I'm going to Africa. Why not Ireland? Why Africa?
50, don't worry.
Okay. What actually happened, we believe that most of the children who I kind of really need this support. After all, we have organization here already. If you talk about it, we have 8 rehearsals. We train there for every 2 hours. 15 euro doesn't worth it because we are already, I have organization here, which is a variety show group. So which is I organize that show when the children are off from school because of the antisocial behavior to get them out of the streets. So we have something like that already here. So I decided that there's no people, like most of the government in Nigeria, never think of the children back home, especially the poor children. And I have about 3,000 people. I will show you the video. That was my first time to address 3,500 people, you know, and I was even shaking because I don't know what to say or like this, you understand? And everybody was saying, my queen, my queen, my queen. You understand? So I just thank God, and I'm going to do more by the grace of God.
Those type of things, because it motivates me to know that yes, and I want to belong to those type of people. You know, I want to relate with people that are making some differences.
And everyone in the house, thank you very much for coming. I really appreciate it. This means a lot. At least it shows that women, we can support each other. Because today it's all about supporting each other. It's all about teamwork. It's all about women empowerment. And what I do most is motivation. I do a lot of motivation. I do a lot of encouragement, because I understand that these days everybody's going through something. Especially us ladies, we're going through a lot, and sometimes we don't even trust ourselves, even trust to explain or to tell somebody what we're going through, because we are so afraid to be judged, or we are so afraid what will people say and stuff like that. But I'm always there to say, you don't have to be afraid of expressing how you feel or the struggles that you're going through. You have to talk to someone. It's up to them if they want to judge you or not, because at the end of the day, if you say something, you let something go. And the other thing is, as women, we have to understand that we all need each other. It's not about the next person is doing something, oh, I don't want to support because who does she think she is? I don't want, because that's the main problem that we're facing here in Ireland, in our black community, because we don't want to support each other. So this event today, it's about teamwork, because teamwork is a key. Once we support each other, we find out that we can make great things happen. So I'm just here to say, let us work together, let us support each other. If you have something that you're good at, feel free to talk about it. If you know you can't see yourself in that thing that you think you're good at, you see another person is, maybe that person can be able to achieve something out of your dreams. Approach the person, talk about it, support each other. That's how we are going to be successful. Once again, thank you very much. You're with me, Misty. Thank you.
Now, I'm not going to really talk much, but she deserves it. She's not really feeling so good, I'll say, just in a little word. But she take the time to come and join me here today.
I'm good.
And to come and support. Yeah, she's feeling great. You know that kind of thing. I'm good, but anyway, inside. Anyway, she's good. Yeah? Thank you very much for coming. Workshop is that I wanted to have an opportunity to have my friends around me. One, I wanted to have an opportunity to walk, and at the same time to be on holiday, because I feel I don't have the luxury to actually go on holiday without actually working and earning money as well. So that was the story behind the SUSUANA Roadshow. So it was about me going to, and the one major thing is that I wanted to visit all the 32 counties in Ireland, because I didn't have the opportunity while I was back home in Nigeria actually to visit all. We have 36 states now, yeah? I think I only know my home state. I know I've been to Abuja once. I've never been to any Igbo land. But when I came to Ireland, I've been to nearly everywhere. So it was a challenge for me that through this workshop, that was why I call it a roadshow, so that I have an opportunity to travel to different counties and have a workshop there. And we're being on holiday, go with my kids So we've done several ones. For some of you that were on the event page, you should have seen some of the pictures. Is there anybody on the event page here? Anybody here on the event page? Did you see the pictures? Because I did put pictures of the past ones that we've done. The first one we did was 2012, and we did it at the library. Then after that, we've done several ones. We've been to Waterford, and they had us on the newspaper everywhere over there, so which was good. We've been to Cork. Cork was the best place ever. And this is turning out to be one of the best as well. And I'll tell you why I said it's the best. Because I had a lot of money left in my pockets. We had an holiday, we had people around, and the people that came, some people came all the way from Dublin. We lodged in the hotel, we had food, you know, we had fun, we had drinks, we had a lot of toasters, you know. I won't tell you what has happened, but nothing really. So, but we really had fun. So it was one of the best. So apart from Cork, that's at Waterford, we've been to Galway, we've been to Cavan, which is my hometown, my home, where I stay anyway. Then we've done in Meets. This is Meets. This is the second time we're doing in KELLS. The first time we didn't have much crowd because we had a less crowd thing. That was the first time. So it was an experiment, you know, which was good. And I didn't invite people from outside. It was just locals. So this is the second time we're in KELLS. So you're all welcome. And tell me, what is this talk show is all about? Now, it's about talking about us as women. And the main topic which I really talk about is about sexology. So if anybody wants to ask me a question, you can ask me later on. So that is about talking about our sexual life. So when I'm going to start this workshop, I've said when you are less than 16, you won't be able to stay inside.
Of a woman. Proud of being a woman. That's the first quality. You should be proud of being a woman. And the second one is internal and external beauty. You have to possess, it might be internal, but both internal and external, it depends on the individual really. So you have inner beauty and outside beauty. That's the quality of the woman.
Okay, so we have two things there, yeah? One is to possess, to be happy, to, you know, just accept the fact that you're a woman anyway, generally. Yes, I'm a woman, and celebrate that beauty of being a woman. The motherhood of being a woman. That's the first thing she said. Then she said to have an inner and outer beauty. Yeah? So what do we have here? Just say it, yeah.
Industrious.
Industrious, to be very industrious.
Yeah, and availability.
And availability. To be available for who?
For the kids, for the husband, for everybody around.
Okay, what about yourself? Yeah, that's the first thing. You have to be very selfish. Now tell me, what's the quality?
You have to be caring.
Okay, now that's a young girl, a young woman talking. So she has to be multitasking. Yeah, so tell me here in this group, because this is a group of 6 people here. Love for yourself. Yes, you should come first. Yeah, yeah, that should be the first thing.
That's the first thing, that love. Because love transcends everything. With love, you can do a lot of things.
A lot of things. So when we talk about love, for me, I mean, love should be like, first, today, you have to be selfish as a woman. When I mean selfish in a good way, you have to think of yourself first. You know, what was the first thing you said? Being happy, being a woman. If you don't love yourself, you can never be happy to be a woman. Because there's a lot of things that makes you as a woman. So you have to love yourself and you have to be happy to be a woman. Yeah? And don't ask me too much question when it comes to relationship. I really don't have much experience to give you. Now, but don't ask me about my own life. Just listen to whatever I'm saying.
You know,
there's an adage that talks about do what I say.
Don't do what I do.
Yeah, so don't ask me that question because I won't be telling you anyway. So
Well, to ask you. Sorry.
Oh yeah, let's go to the next slide. So that is what today is all about. It's about the relationship. When I mean relationship here, it's not just a relationship, it's about our relationship as women with ourselves and with people around us. So that's what we're all about. So I said women. The next one. No, the question is how? No, now there's a question there. How a woman should think. No, that's not it. No, yeah, woman, go back, yeah. Those are the things we've talked about now. We've mentioned a bit like 6, and we said, from all the things we said, first is to love yourself. We can combine it together, loving yourself as a woman. And people talk about being multitasking. We talk about being Can you give me more?
Independent.
To be very independent, you know, because that's really quality for you as a woman in your own home. You have to really possess that, you know, to really keep it home. So what? Then we go to the next one. So now I need you to read. I'm going to read this. Then we talk about it. Yeah. Now a dog is affectionate. Does anybody have a dog here? It's not much. Okay, it's not much an African thing, but we know people that have it. Yeah. We know people that have a dog. So a dog is affectionate. Can somebody pronounce that for me?
Enthusiastic.
Okay. So when somebody has a dog, do you know how affectionate they are? How loving they are to the owners. They love them. They protect them, you know? They protect them. They are faithful to them. So that's why, you know, when people have dogs for the sake of, if a thief comes into the house, they protect you. Some people that are blind, they depend on them, you know? And dog gives you so much love. You know, they give so much love to their owners. Especially when you treat them as good as, you know, if you treat them well, then they treat you well back as well. So we go to the next slide, please. Thank you. No. I've given you the definition of what a dog is, yeah? How a dog treats a owner. Treats somebody that owns them, yeah? That was the first thing we talked about. Do you want me to go back to that?
No.
Okay, now, I said, as a woman, a man should treat me like a dog treats his owner. So, you know the definition we talked about there.
All right.
Now, do you want to go back a step, please? I said a dog is affectionate. So you expect the man to treat you with affectionate. To be
Enthusiastic.
okay, protective, yeah? Faithful. You know, you want the man to be faithful to you. And treat you as if you are the most important thing in the world. That is how the dog treats his own owner. Okay. So we go forward a bit. Mr. DJ? No? Yeah. So I said, as a woman, a man should treat me like a dog treats his owner. By matching those qualities which we talked about initially. So do we all agree a little bit with that? Do we agree that that is the best way for a man to treat you as a woman? They have to be faithful to you. They have to be very affectionate with you. They have to be protective of you. You know, they have to love you. You know, they have to treat you as if you're the most important thing. Even if you're not the most important thing, but you want them to treat you as if you're the most important thing in the world. Yeah? Is that what you want from a man? Okay. So if you get that from a man, what do you think you hope about? So I said, if not, I will not allow him to pound at me. Does your man pound at you? Pound at you, yeah, they do. Jump on me, up on me. You know, when a dog licks their owner when they like them, yeah? And those are the things that happen sexually. It does happen because I've seen people looking at me and like, I told your mom to let you go to stay outside. Anyway. Okay, bury his face. Okay, you read that yourself. Can we all read that? Do you want me to explain it a little bit?
No, they are all adults.
Okay, so let's go forward. Thank you. Now, do we agree with that? That if a man treats you well, then that is when they should have access to your body as much as that. Do we all agree? Yeah, we all give our men our body, even without treating us well. We allow them to take advantage of us, even without treating us with love. So why do we do that as women?
Insecurity.
Insecurity, that's one of it. Yeah, that is one of it. Insecurity. Can somebody else tell me why we do that? Cultural, yeah? Who said cultural? Okay, you were talking, I didn't know your mouth was moving. Say cultural, yeah?
Considerate. Patient.
Because you want to be considerate. Considerate to meet their own needs. Yeah? Not your own needs, but their own needs. Okay? Yeah? You said something.
I said patient.
Patient, because we're very patient people. So we allow men to take advantage of us. We allow them to take advantage. What do they take advantage of? Our body. That's what they take advantage of. They don't only take advantage of our body, they take advantage of your money. Do we all agree that? They take advantage of everything that is you as a woman. They take advantage of your knowledge, your skills. They take advantage of your privacy. Everything that makes you a woman. All those colleagues, they take advantage of it. And we do allow them to do that. Because, like you said, we are all insecure. You know, the moment we start talking about this, most of these women here, they've had babies. And everybody is feeling like, what is that? It's happening every night. Is it not happening? She's smiling. It is happening. For those of you, it's happening. So anyway, I said, is sex the gateway to love? That's the question. So if you don't believe it's a gateway, can somebody come out and explain to me what makes you think sex is not the gateway to love? Can somebody talk?
I think,
Come on, stand up.
in my opinion, I think sex is just physical.
Yeah.
But then love is deep.
Okay.
So you could just, you know, for men, I think sex means a different thing than to women. I think for men, sex could be just spontaneous. You just want to do it.
So how does a woman?
But a woman, for her to have sex with you, she's got to have some feelings for you.
Okay.
She's got to have, you know, something. There's got to be something that's making her want to do it.
Yes.
But men can just do it blind.
Without anything.
But a woman would have something she wants, she likes about you to want to.
Yeah, it could be she loves
to
you.
go down.
Yeah? It could be because of money anyway. Yes, we could do it for that.
You're right, but you're not right. What you said was my grandmother and my great-grandmother's time. That is when sex was in that way to women. But sex these days to women, don't get me wrong, I'm a woman myself. Sex these days for women does not mean anything anymore. Because I know situations where a woman can have 3 men and she's having sex with all 3. Will you tell me
something from each one of them?
Will you tell me that the love is there? No, it is not.
You see, there's no love. I'm not saying there's a love.
I'm in charge here. Just express your opinion.
There's no.
Let everybody just express their opinion.
What I'm trying to say is that there's no love from. She's saying that I'm saying that there's love. I'm not saying that there is love, but she's found something. It doesn't have to be love. It could be the way the man talks. It could be his money. It could be, you know, the way he dresses.
It could be he has something to offer.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be love.
It could be it could be
status quo. It doesn't have to be love.
It doesn't have to be love.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
But for a man, it's a different thing.
Totally.
He doesn't. He can just do it.
We're not going to talk for men because we have some men, so they might help us with that.
Yeah, but at the same time, I believe that for men it's still not the same.
Yeah.
Because I am from a man background. I'm the only girl between men, you know. And sometimes you get to hear things, and think, oh my God, is that happening? A man can be here. You can be that beautiful, like I don't know what. But nothing will happen. He will need to get a strike up. Get me that strike up there. That is what he will need before he can get it up. So,
yeah. Do we have anybody that wants to say, you know,
is integrity more important than sex?
That's another question. That's another question. You're driving me away from this question. Yeah. Now the question here is that we said, is sex a gateway to love? And everybody said, oh no, sex is not the gateway to love. So why do you say that?
I don't believe that sex is the gateway to love, because a person can have sex so many times, but it doesn't mean that they love so many people.
Okay. So what as women, we know that. But we use it as an instrument as well. It's an instrument. We can use it as an instrument for love, yeah? You know that?
Not for love, for sex.
No, use it
just for sex. Sex is for sex.
You can use it as an instrument for other stuff. You know, to get what you want. All to get them to get what you want. Because if I don't want to give sex, then I'm saying, look, because of this, probably he's done something.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of being selfish now. Like, no, there's no sex. So I'm using the sex, what I have to get at him.
To get at him.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so that is still what I said. That is what I said. I said, no, what I said is this. Yes, I said sex can be used as an instrument. So you're using this as an instrument.
Yeah.
In that, so do we agree with that statement then?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, so we go to the next. Things to know about sex. So what are the things that you want to know about sex? What are the things you think we should know about sex? As women.
Well, I think it's it's a practical thing, and you learn as you go.
And you learn as you go.
That's it. So
Okay.
it's an experience. Like you go, like when we have our teenagers. The first time they have. I wouldn't talk about ourselves now because but them coming up, and by the time they have a boyfriend, they're going to a relationship.
Yeah.
So the first thing is sex.
Yeah.
And how they handle it, how they play around it with the guy or tell the parents.
Okay. Now, when you become a woman, now because we have a lot of women in the house, now tell me, do you think you have enough experience when it comes to sex? Even this was the first, because I've seen women, we've had 3, 4 kids. We're married for 10, 20 years. We've been in relationship for years. We're 30, 40, 50. Do we think we have enough experience when it comes to sex?
Sex is not something one can boast of and say, I'm graduating it. It's a process that you have to learn. Most times you research. If you want to keep your man at home, you have to do some work to improve yourself.
To prove yourself, yeah. Do we think we need to prove ourselves for our men when it comes to sex? Or do we do sex for ourselves? Should we be selfish about the sex, meaning, should it be about us as a woman?
Yeah, the more you improve yourself, you enjoy it
more as well. So let's go to the next slide. Can you hold that for a moment? So the fullness. Now, I'm not this. Okay, I know we have a bit of young people, and I've told people to keep their young people outside. But anyway, it's good. Apart from the 16 years old ones. So don't deny yourself the opportunity to pleasure in having sex to the fullest. Now, I said, it doesn't just cheat you out of pleasure, it cheats you out of full and happy life. Now, we talked about sex as an instrument. Yeah? And we said sometimes we deny ourselves, even as women, of sex. Because you're having issues with your husband or with your boyfriend, for those of us that are not married. So let's say you feel because you have issues with them, you use sex to say, oh, no, I'm not having sex with you because you did something that I don't like. So what I'm saying with this statement, now I'm saying is, I don't want people to back me off. I just want people to have an opportunity to express themselves. So with this statement, what I'm trying to get at is this. I'm telling you, don't deny yourself any pleasure because a man does something you don't like. If you want to get sex, you have to use men the way they use us. Because no matter what you do to a man, if they really want to get sex out of you, they are going to forget totally about what you've done, and they're going to come after you. Do we all agree with that? But women, when they do something wrong, we are the one that, okay, I'm not giving him, as if it's for him. We've forgotten the fact that we need it ourselves. So why are you depriving yourself of that pleasure where you can take a full advantage of that man at that time? Because it is when you are most upset. I know. You have to get yourself to be. Now, what I'm saying is,
when you are not happy.
Yeah?
When you are quarreling, you are not happy with the man. How can you take
Exactly.
So how can you get it on?
You don't need to get everything on. He needs to get it on.
Yeah, but if you get it on and you don't, you're not in the mood.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want it. You're completely shut down. When you come to that, you don't want it. It's like never is like. That's it.
Anyway, what I'm trying to tell you ladies today.
My question is, does it mean that there is the only man that will be asking? What about the woman?
No, we're not talking about asking yet. Yeah, your question is right, and I'm going to come to that, madam, please. Apology for that. We're going to come to that. But what we're trying to say, talking about is that we're talking about us as women. We love to deprive ourselves from sex, especially when we have an issue in our relationship. So we use sex, we said initially we use sex as an instrument. And part of the things we do when it comes to sex is that we think we are depriving the men from having sex with us because, no, I'm not happy, I'm not in the mood. It doesn't make me happy. So why don't you make yourself, because if you don't, why can't you just make yourself happy and get it? And use the man as well at that time and get what you want. Except you are going to get it. So if you're not getting it from one, you get it somewhere else.
Well, you can get it.
One by one, please.
If he couldn't walk, that the woman should go out or the man should go out?
No.
How?
Now,
That's what you just said.
Yes.
I need you guys to understand. I'm not saying anything. I'm facilitating a conversation. So it's not about me. I'm not saying anything. I'm using these questions to face.
No, I'm following you. So you just said it. So no.
Okay.
Which is completely wrong. Okay. Because I mean, if one is shut down, like what Sister Rebecca said, when NEPA is light don't. So when it's shut down, it's completely shut down. There's nothing you can do. It's not that you're going to go out, you know, to look and get it somewhere else. No. But just at that particular time, you are not in the mood for it. So you're sure that you're a woman. Once a woman is shut down, she's shut down. There's nothing you can do.
It's different for men.
Yeah. So you say something. I'm trying to say this. I know what you're saying, but the question is this: why do you have to shut yourself down? That's what I'm asking everybody. Why can't you pleasure yourself? Why do you have to do that?
You're not getting it. It's like you're not getting it.
But you can do it for a short time. You don't have to do it for too long of a period. Some men goes months, and they're still arguing with
Yeah. We have freckles.
Yes.
So there's
I understand when it's for a short period. I understand that when it's a short, they were waiting for a few hours. But what I'm trying to say with this, that is an opportunity for you as a woman to pleasure your body. Your body deserves to be pleasured. And the only way you can, you have to pleasure your body as a woman. And the more,
sorry, Susan.
I'm not saying all the time. I'm saying to you, I want you to go back to, you're going to say something. I'm not saying all the time. I'm talking about us as a woman. We say that we use sex as an instrument when we have practice.
It's very special.
So, yes, but it could be. I'm talking about women today, yeah. But what I'm trying to say is this, that why do you have to do that? It's a question. Now, why do you have to do that? Why can't you just pleasure yourself? So I'm not disagreeing with the fact that you choose to do that. That's not, I don't have any issue with that. I'm just saying it. I'm trying to say to us as women. I'm trying to, we said from the beginning, this is about transforming our life as women. This is about understanding ourselves as a woman. Now, why do you have to, it's a question. Before
sex, no sex, or sex not satisfied. First of all, when you are married in a family, it's very important to improve that spiritual life in us. Because when it is improved, you don't start thinking of denying your man of what will keep you together and keep you going. There is no need for that, because I have not seen anywhere we've gained anything because of fracas.
Okay, thank you. We have to always think about ourselves. We have to understand one thing, that we matter first. Why will you be fighting with a man for 2-3 months and say, oh, I'm not, no, this is not happening because I'm not happy with you. When you need it yourself, your body cries for it. So why can't you do the same thing? Take advantage of them. That is what I'm trying to say. Do what they will do when if they are in your position, they will do the same thing. They will take advantage of you when they need it. They can choose not to talk to you tomorrow. But when they need it at that moment, they will get it. Say what you want.
The state of vibrations determines your mood. It's the way you feel. That brings out the mood. It's not about, I don't want the pleasure because I don't fit, but why do I need the pleasure? It's my emotion that determines the way I feel. It determines my mood. So I don't feel it. Why should I have it? It's not about pleasure anymore. It's about the state of the mind. Okay.
I said Susana Roach is about Susie today. So don't start talking.
It's not about you.
No, I'm coming about
It's not about you.
Before Vera, she made a point as well. I understand that we all have moods. I understand that when she says something, never don't cease. That one be saying you don't cease with that. I understand that. But what I'm trying to talk to us about today is this. Is that as a woman, that we have to always think of ourselves. What is our needs? So if you feel you have a need, you have to put aside those things that makes you unhappy and make yourself happy and stop being unhappy. So why?
There are two different things here. When you talk about sex and you talk about love making, yes.
Okay.
So I would say sex is you go in, you get, do what you want to do and you get it out. But love making is where it takes you. So it's a process. You don't just go and mount on a woman and you don't have it and then you're gone. Then that is forget it. So if your own relationship at home, because everyone has different relationships. So if your husband is the one that doesn't give you what you want, and you've been craving, you've been trying to, it turns you off. So there are different, people have their own different experiences. So what I'm trying to say, when you say you just, the subject sex, is that, it's not the same thing as love making.
Yes.
Because love making is a process. But sex is just, you just go in there. I call it plug in and plug out. That is what I call it, plug in and plug out. That is what sex is. But if we're talking about love making, and a woman, no matter what, you think about it, that this man has, it takes you to where you want to be, which is love making. You will crave for it. You will even look for it. Even if you're angry, you think of something that is okay, let me just get it to cool down myself. But if it's a man that just come in and just goes in and come out, plug in, plug out, there's no affection there. There's nothing emotional there.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Now,
to know here, we all come from different backgrounds. Do you know that some men, we have men. Some men think going in there and coming out, and they have come, they have reached, they have arrived, that is it, they are done, innocently, without anything. Yeah, to be honest with you, of course. But some men know that before I get to that end, I have to be sure my woman have gotten there. Yes. This is act of sincerity during the course of my studies. We think, oh, my man is not making me satisfied. Okay, can we reflect back during the days we were dating? If he is different from now, okay, then maybe he used to take you out for dinner, for parties and all that. But in sexual area, have you ever thought if he has changed? Because innocently, these men, all they understand is that a man has to come. They don't understand the other side. And we are talking of sex and love making. It's not every man that understands that. And once we women are patient enough to understand that aspect, you can work on your man. Why not if not? You can work on your man. It's vice versa. That is all I can say.
Okay, now before I take the mic, before you say something, you see, there's one thing about us. We like this word, love making. It's beautiful. But let me tell you, shagging is shagging. Yes, it's love making. No, for a man in a marriage, yeah? Yeah. He said it's recording. Now, what I'm trying to say about that word is this. You see, no. What I mean is this. Yes, there's love making. No, we beautify it. But in a marriage or in a relationship, in most cases, you guys are having sex. Love making comes up once a while. It's not something you do every day. You see, when somebody have a good sex with you, they still satisfy you. It is not only when a man makes love to you that they satisfy you. Even with sex, they still satisfy you.
Do you want us to define the sex and the love making?
No, yes, what I'm trying to say is this. In a relationship, the two happen all the time.
No.
Sex happen, love making happen. In a marriage, it doesn't happen every day.
You want to, I beg to define this case.
They are different, but it happens every day.
And love making.
No, I want you to get my statement right. They are different.
Okay.
They are two different things. I agree with you. But what I'm saying is this. In your marriage, the lifetime of your marriage, let's say within a week, If you make love 3 times a week, 2 of it is going to be sex. And sex doesn't mean the man will not satisfy you.
No, it doesn't mean that, we're just trying to get, we're trying to say it's where we're coming from now. So it doesn't have to be your husband. It could be your relationship.
It could be a relationship, yeah.
You understand? Yeah. But what we're trying to get here is, like what you said, you were talking about the sex aspect. Yeah. And when we look at the picture as a woman, what is sex? So I define sex and I define lovemaking. Yeah. And between your relationship,
no, you see,
you will have sex.
What I'm telling you, the word sex, it contains both lovemaking and actually having sex, as in just sex as in sex. You understand? But it's still the same thing. But you still call it. You can't call it lovemaking. Sex is sex. Either you define it as lovemaking. The act, the emotion that goes to it, that is why we call it lovemaking. But the act itself, that act itself is sex.
Yeah, but can I just say...
Do we agree with that? They have to say sex. But it's the emotion that goes with it that differentiates when somebody actually really has sex with you or make love to you. But both can be enjoyable. But either it's sex or it's lovemaking. You can still enjoy both.
Yeah, it all depends. There are relationships whereby people have been together for 20 years. Yeah. And you see the woman come to tell you that she has never experienced anything, called lovemaking. Yes. So that has been sex.
No. So not that she doesn't experience lovemaking.
She hasn't.
She has never been satisfied.
No.
There's a difference between being satisfied and the sex.
So that is where we say, sister, that's where you have to define it. So it's sex and it's lovemaking. So lovemaking is a process.
So what you're trying to tell me is that when you have sex, you don't enjoy it.
You can, you might enjoy it, but sex is something. It's not something that goes. Sex is sex. Okay. You go in and you're out.
No. There's more to it than going in and coming out. That is what I'm trying to tell you. There's more to it than going. Before I take a question, she wanted to say something. You wanted to say something? No. Okay. You wanted to say something. Does anybody want to say something? There's somebody on this side. Do you want to say something?
Yeah. It's the question why that denial.
Please, when it's 10:30, I need somebody to tell me.
That denial question.
What time is it now? What is the time? Okay.
That denial part, that is what my sister is talking about.
Yeah,
here.
I know.
Sex, you can easily deny sex.
Yes.
But you cannot easily deny love.
No, I agree to that.
Agree to Cloud 7 with love making.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a
you see what I'm trying to package. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is that sex can as well be love making. It depends on the man.
There is nothing like sex. It can't be the same.
No.
It's not the same. We're all women here. Nobody will agree.
Okay.
Because you know what sex is. Sex is sex.
Sex is sex.
Love making is love making. Then you can't. There's no comparison.
So you're telling me what you're trying to say here is this: that when you have sex, you don't enjoy it as much as you can't. You can't enjoy it as much as you enjoy love making.
No, because sex.
Sexy money down, baby down, baby
it down. I love the way you down, the way you put it down. Oh my baby, down, down.
Everybody to put your bottle in your mouth. I'm not going to put that bottle in your hotel.
You love the sound like I don't want big like a trailer. Take me one day. Roll away. Hold me down. I get banana. I get banana. She said it's banana. Everybody banana. Let me see hey, what are you doing to me? Girl, you are killing me. You ain't just getting me stand right now. Baby, you want to kill my face. I'm feeling so what you doing to me? All I know is all you got. America, and I'm so Canada. Baby, shit your back, Nigeria.